SEMO head coach Tom Matukewicz. The Red Hawks are going to host 8th ranked UT Martin, final regular season game of the season, coming off a loss against Murray State. So thoughts on your team, Coach, and we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, certainly a really disappointing loss. I think as a competitor, you can handle losing to a quality opponent like Murray. I think what gets hard to take is when you don't play well. And for whatever reason, the way the game started, kind of stubbed our toe at the start, and then our kids just didn't respond well. And so we end up, kind of batting down the hatches and didn't get blown out. But it certainly started like it could have been. And, just need to learn those lessons and, make sure we understand why it happened and what those lessons are. And then now we got to move on to Murray or to Martin and try to finish the season out, just like everybody's talking about, last senior home game, and certainly a lot of good players in there that will be their last time playing at Houck. And certainly the opponent that's coming in is playing really, really well. Like they're really fun to watch. A lot of confidence defensively. They're aggressive and physical. And so it'd be a huge challenge and one we're excited about.
And we talked about this earlier in the year, that challenge, that's an opportunity when a ranked team, you play a ranked team. So even though you don't have a chance to win the OVC championship, you could end the season by beating the OVC champion and a top 10 team. Is that important?
Sure, you bet. It's really important. We compete against them a lot in recruiting, and it's kind of a rivalry. Like I judge our season based on whether or not we can beat Martin, and that's a compliment to them. And hopefully the word on the street is coach is going to be the new head coach at LSU, and he's going to bring his high school son on as quarterback. So I don't know if that's going to happen before our game. So we'll have to see. My sources tell me that that's a lock. So it'll be an interesting weekend. But seriously, we have a lot of respect for them, and we want to challenge ourselves, and also can't make it about them because really for this to be a game, we need to play better. And so really the focus all week needs to stay on us.
Trey Hodges had a couple of interceptions and big time too, and both in the end zone. Can you talk about his performance against Murray?
That was just an unbelievable performance, and I showed that couple sequence of plays to the whole team. And the thing that I appreciate about Trey, and he's so coachable. I've been hard on him. We've been coaching him. We've had a bunch of injuries, and he's had to step up. And him and his DB coach should be proud of the progress that he's made. But I'm telling you, the skill set to be coachable is everything, and he has gotten better each and every week, and ended up with just a tremendous game and a player of the week award. So can't say enough about him, and certainly I consider that a coach award. His DB coach Ray Smith had a piece of that too, so I know they feel good about that and should be.
So we're coming to the end of the year. You'll have like awards and stuff. I wanted to ask you, we talked about him before, but Geno Hess, I know you haven't seen every running back in the country play, but how would you stack him up against some of these people who are also up for the Walter Payton Award, since he's had another great year after a great spring?
Yeah. I mean, I think we have played some really good backs. When you look at the Mizzou back, he's probably a top 2 or 3 running back in the draft. And then Sam Houston had a really nice back, also SIU. And then, of course, Martin, and then the league has several. So, they're all different. So I never really try to compare kids, and certainly someone that's I'm not coaching. The thing that makes Geno good is he's got great vision and patience and balance. Which most do, but if you watch, a lot of his big plays are towards the end of the game. He is a workhorse, does not get tired out there, and it's just as good at the end of the game as he is to start the game, maybe better.
So we've talked about this at the beginning of the season, but what's a takeaway from playing 2 seasons in one calendar year? I know you got this one more game, but how can you sort of sum up what's been done, and then what you're looking forward to as we get into a real off season, a winter conditioning, a spring practice type of mode?
Well, to sum up 2 seasons in 1 year, it's boo. So if that's clear, what I'm looking forward to is just player development. I enjoy that piece. I really do. In the off-season culture and weight training and all the other stuff. And so I'm really looking forward to just a traditional off-season where you can prepare your team and develop those relationships. And it's not just all about game plans and playing seasons. It's so I'm super excited about that, and there's some staff development on the way.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time this week, all season long, and best of luck to your team in this final game.
Yeah, I appreciate what you do, Kyle. You're the best.